Hello lovelies. So I was doing a bit of reading this morning, just polishing up my skills, and I realised I hadn't read for a long time. Asked for the collective energy this morning, and I got the what came out was the Ace of Pentacles. This is a gift. It's the beginning of what could possibly become a harvest, as you can see by all the fruits underneath. But this is something that has required us to go in here, this representing the third eye. It's something, it's possibly a spiritual gift that has been awakened alongside the Ace of Pentacles. We had the Hermit. So this is a time of going into the darkness, like you can see. Not so much dark night of the soul, but just sitting in solitude, daydreaming, seeing what comes out, and then finding the light within. He's wanting to go on a quest, possibly, not quite sure. So he's removed himself. The saying is we go into hermit mode, so he's removed himself from outside distractions so that he can focus. And something has come to light during this removal. Let's put them around the right way. The other card that came out was temptation. This says you are in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty. This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. Now when we look at this, we see a fairy who's glowing, allure, but has got a mask on. The snake often represents, I mean, this not being too stuck in religions or anything, but the snake often can represent temptations or stresses or things that we are told aren't right. This can be elements of ourselves. So when we go in to the hermit mode, we can often see reflections of ourselves. Some parts of those reflections that we've been told are bad or good or whatever. Something's been shone a light on it. So the temptations might be associated with habits or thought patterns, but these are masks that we use as coping mechanisms that might be stripped off, or we have a blinded sight on things that need removing. I'm going to go more into that with some more cards. Unhealthy habits, I mean, you know, eating chocolate at night, stuff like this. I will say that over the last couple of nights, I don't know whether this is collectively, it might be planetary, but I've had a lot of people taking drugs in my dreams. So again, you know, this might be coming up for the set. I mean, I don't do it, but you know, that was an old pattern that might be resurfacing, just to make sure, yep, you know, that's cleared out. And then we get gifted with it may be that we can use that experience or our learning from that experience to pass on to other people. But this also fell out, which is hidden blessings. And again, she's in the night, she's in the dark, so it's got that hermit feel around it. But this moonlight or portal is shining a light onto this blue rose, and she is seeing hidden gifts, possibly about herself. Yeah, it's almost like she's got insight into the rose, which are coming out. They're blooming. They're coming into flower, if you like. And with it being blue and purple, it's around the mind space. So this might be gifts coming online that we didn't realise that we had. And also, what also fell out was replenish. Again, she's asleep. She's dreaming. So there could be a lot of stuff coming out in our sleep, but it's also asking us to rest, because this may be things coming up in the 3D that are there to try and tempt us, to put us off. You'll get the answers in your sleep. But also stay focused, and if need be, go into hermit mode. There's nothing wrong with saying I need time out at the minute, I've got stuff I need to work on. Bottom of the deck in the healing, we got well-being as well, so that's definitely a call to look after oneself. I mean, she's just the top of her head is just flowing out into the universe, if you like. She's taken care of all of it, of her ground, you know, all the way up. And then you know, there's plants there, there's food. She's making sure. Is that another mask? It looks like there's another mask up here. But she's making sure that she's in flow by looking after herself, whether that be drinking enough water, eating the right foods, getting enough sleep. And that's where these hidden blessings come to light. And they could be hidden blessings in the fact that we can recognize temptation now very easily. We can see what's shimmering, what's trying to pull us in another direction, because we've gone in and we've found the light to be able to recognize that within ourselves, to be able to see it in other people, or recognize it in the collective, in the 3D. We also got the Nine of Wands. So this is, again, this is the warrior. You know, the dragon's tired. He's having a rest. He's still got some fire in him from the wand's energy, but it is a time of healing, and possibly he's got these wands surrounded him, meaning that he's a little bit guarded. He's not quite ready to open up, a bit cautious, but it is a card to keep going. But again, the Nine of Wands comes with replenish, take some rest, and well-being. Also, it's important not to you know, project this Nine of Wands energy of the wounded warrior. It's on, you know, that needs healing when we're thinking about you know, working with other people. Here we've got, sorry, the Two of Cups. So any relationship, business, love, you know, this wounded warrior needs healing before we've both got the same energy to pour into the same cup. What else have we got here? And we've got tree wisdom. So the tree druid will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds that it makes. So I think that's really, again, it's the well-being. It's get out into nature. Go and see what messages that nature gives back to you. Because there's our hidden blessings in the fact that the universe speaks to us in so many different ways. But we're going to pull some more cards. So if this Ace of Pentacles hermit mode hasn't come up, it may be offering you the opportunity to go into the hermit mode if there are temptations around to possibly do old patterns or break old patterns. Anything else on the Ace of Pentacles? So Five of Wands. Five of Wands here, it's kind of like competition energy, but it's strategic. They're debating. There's, I think with the Five of Wands, it's fiery energy. It's creative energy, but there can be some ego involved. So everyone's got an opinion, and that kind of I'm right, you're wrong kind of energy with the Five of Wands. They're having a discussion. Whose egg is it? What's in the egg? I think I've said this before. It is fire. Remember, we are in Aries season, so there is going to be a lot of fiery energy. But it may be, you know, steer clear of the temptation, because this fiery energy and this competition energy all comes from ego. Well, a lot of it comes from ego, or the need to want to be right. And this is a mask. This is something that the collective is having to drop. We need to, so there could be the temptation to get drawn back into this energy of ego wanting to be right, calling it out. But you know, used constructively, it can be a very good energy. Ace of Pentacles and the Hermit. So the temptation there could have been, you know, to want to get involved and argue and prove that you're right. The Seven of Swords also, this is mind energy. What she's doing there is that she's inspecting the water to see, because or she's pouring it onto this dead plant. Seven of Swords energy is very cunning. It can be very manipulative energy if used in the wrong way, but it is, she's inspecting it. She's making sure that it's okay. She's got these thorns around her, so she's kind of still trapped in this distrusting sort of energy. Not quite, and again, that kind of goes along with the Five of Wands as well. So that could be the temptation to not fall into patterns of using manipulation or control to win favour or to win an argument, because we're in that fiery energy. Oh, that fell really quick. So we have the King of Cups. This fell on this side, so replenish. The King of Cups, he's very romantic, he's dreamy, he keeps his cards to his chest. He's very creative, but he's mastered his emotions, so he doesn't react, he responds, and he's just watching. So you could have a King of Cups that fell out on replenish and hidden blessings. So you could have a King of Cups around you that doesn't react, just responds, but he's very dreamy, not necessarily action taking. So that came out on hidden blessings. We have the Priest as well. So this is like an initiation, but it's a chance for us to do some learning. Again, there's that mask, which is, yeah, so he's got his eyes open. So he's asking us to go in and do some learning or do some teaching or studying, maybe around spiritual matters, maybe creative endeavours. But his eyes are open. He's still got the crystal ball in his right hand, but he's sitting firmly. He's like a keeper of the gate, if you like. The Priest energy has learnt. He's got the wisdom, so it might be, is he sitting on some books? They look like they're stones. It looks like, you know, there's some learning or to take up a new study in something maybe creative. Or the quality of this King of Cups has reached the Priest initiation of learning how to control his emotions. Hidden blessings. And the Moon. So the Moon again, which is in this hidden blessings, and it's kind of, I feel like it's at the back of the Ace of Pentacles here. Is something hidden that's come to light. This could be the masculine side of us that's come out during this hermit mode under the light of the Moon. But the Moon is in intuition. Where's that gone? The Moon is intuition. It's divine feminine. It's creative, but it is also illusion, delusion, because things look different in the moonlight. You can't quite see. That's where we have to put our glasses on, if you like. This is where the temptation might be coming up to go back to old habits. But hidden blessings are that it's bringing it to light. The howling dog, the howling wolf at the side is her companion. So whatever is hidden is coming to the surface. It's being brought to light. But it could be emotions as well. Flowering, there's two flowers there. So something's coming to bloom into being. Hidden blessings. And maybe the Moon was a hidden blessing, as turbulent and you know, destructive or uncomfortable as it may have been, it has cleared a lot out and maybe enabled us to be able to see what's looking tempting and what isn't. But very creative, divine feminine and intuitive. And that could be the hidden blessing, is that it has moved us from into the King of Cups energy, where we can maybe now become teachers. The priest, yeah. And then at the bottom of the deck, we've got the sun. I mean, they're just complete contrasts, aren't they? But it's by going into this, there we go, beautiful. So the sun is energy, fire, rebirth, you know, it's bringing about this pentacle of a new gift. As you can see, she's got the child on her lap. All the sunflowers face the sun. So that's prosperity. That is the best card in the book. Yeah. You know, the sun shines a light on everything that's hidden. Hidden blessings. And again, it may have taken going into hermit mode. You see the light that's around his lamp looks like the sun. And then bringing out all that's not authentic in ourselves and on the outside. Dropping all these masks so we can move into this joyful time of celebration, because that's what it is. It's celebrating, it's completion. And at the bottom of the deck there we have the Four of Cups. So this is not quite content, dissatisfied, disappointment. There's a lack of communication going on there. It just wasn't, there wasn't a good boredom. It could even be boredom. I'm going to, this is looking very bright and cheerful. Right, I'm going to use my Druid Craft Tarot, because I've been having a little play with them this morning. And I thought I wonder, rather than the Green Witch, I thought I'd try these. These are massive and they're really old, as you'll see by the pictures. But I'm just going to see if they want to... So the Two of Cups reversed, that jumped out upside down. So that could be there was a separation. Now the separation could be within ourselves, or it could literally be a separating of two people going separate ways. But the Two of Cups upside down is there might be some discord within the masculine and the feminine inwardly as well. So that could be what's happened. These are going to be quite big. A bit like this. If you see these two and these two upside down, they're not in harmony with each other. And this could be on the outside of just people, places, situations that aren't harmonizing with us. Or it could literally be a separation or a breakup. Maybe because of temptation. or maybe temptation factors came into this. We're going to 5 of Cups. So there is some sadness moving away. And this may have created that hermit. I've forgotten how big these are. So yeah, the devil card, which a lot of people say, oh, the devil. As you can see here, and I don't know, I might have to do that. The lovers are asleep. Now, this energy, which is temptation, is an actual force. It's our natural creational force. A lot of people don't understand that it just is, you know, like bad things, but without this driving force, there would be no creation. And it needs to be harnessed. Now, the lovers are asleep, which means they're unconscious. They haven't actually woken up to this understanding yet. So it could actually mean that there are tempting or temptations around that aren't as they seem, either within us or on the outside, that we are being asked to, you know, look at hidden blessings, but to actually recognize, shine a light on it, recognize it, whether it be, this is what the moon possibly has brought up, but they're asleep, so they're unconscious to the fact that the devil energy is a raw energy. It's the energy that comes from the root sacral chakra. Is it the prana energy that actually creates new life? Without it, if there wasn't, you know, sexual urges, then we wouldn't have new life, basically. But it also can be restraints and addictions and things like that. But it is asking us to actually have a look at it and see if it's something that we've been told is bad, and are we to feel guilty about it, because guilt is an absolutely useless emotion. But it could be that the temptation came, and that's why there is discord or unbalance in the masculine and feminine within us that has caused it to separate, is my feeling. And a lot of underhandedness, possibly lying to ourselves. Tell me more about the King of Cups and the Priest and the Moon. King of Cups, the Priest and the Moon. So this is, see, it feels like everything that's come to light. The High Priestess. So yeah, everything that has come up from all the learnings, drawn down by the moonlight. Her eyes are shut, but she instinctively knows. She sees this. She recognizes it straight away. she listens, she uses the moon energy, and she listens to her dreams and follows her gut instinct. And she is the other half of the priest. So it could have been the hidden blessings are balancing this masculine and this feminine within ourselves. Yeah, she's drawing down that source energy to feel out, you know, and that does mean going into hermit mode. Bottom of the deck there we have the Chariot. So again, that's harnessing both the light and the dark, and what we consider to be, so this is our shadow self, and our light, and using both those forces to move forward and take direction in our life. After a period of going in, she's got her staff in her hand, she's got her wand in her hand, she's in control, she knows where she's going. She's made a decision by going into the High Priestess, using the moon, seeking out spiritual teachers or teachings, and then not reacting or responding, just watching to see where I'm going to go with this. Where are we going to go? Where are we going to go with this? But the overall is to obviously try and get this back up the right way, where both the feminine and the masculine are pouring into the same cup, which we need to do within ourselves, by eliminating these temptations or restraints, or putting labels on things as this is bad, this is good. That will cause disharmony within. Message from the fairies. But replenish. The sun's out. Message from the fairies. Holiday. The answers you're looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat or holiday getaway. That's replenish. Go and dip your feet in some new waters, because it gives you a better perspective. All druids went on vacations and holidays because it allowed them to grow mentally. When we journey away, connect with nature. You're rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. Again, it's that tree wisdom. It's going out. I mean, these two are barefoot in the grass. It's going out, connecting with nature, and working through this energy, or these masks, or whatever we want to call them, and transmuting them into creative endeavours, I feel. Writing, singing, playing music, listening to the birds, but connecting with nature. And we're going to close with a rose. She has the book This is all her remembrance of past lives and skills that she's using. She doesn't need to see. She trusts her own intuition. Yeah, this is the Rose Oracle. I chose these because I love roses and because a lot of the King of Cups, a lot of the fairy cards have roses around them, but my granddad, or my dad, used to call me Rosie Gypsy Lee. There we go. So I picked the Rose Oracle to close with an overall message for the reading. There's definitely a gift on its way. Something you've learned or you are being rewarded for learning that you've overcome, and you now have the ability to be able to see with your eyes shut, not by reacting but by observing and responding. Close with a rose. The Rose of Venus, alignment, flow, right relationship and harmony. How beautiful is that? And that's the right way up. That's the way it should be. As within, without. So we need to, you know, call out the temptations. Don't get distracted. Remove the masks. And bottom of the deck here, we have Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honour, protection and support. I love you.